Welcome to Center Heist Productions. Please hit the likes and subscribe down below in your right hand corner. Muchly appreciate. Thank you to my subscribers and followers. If you could share it with your friends and family, that would be great as well. If you come across the channel, please don't leave without subscribing and hitting the likes. I would appreciate it, as we've developed a integral Habs channel here. We tend to stick to factual information. We don't tend to run with hype of Rumorland. We tend to wait till the facts fall in place. And we do reviews. Okay, quick ad. Just wanted to bring you forward. Go to the cover page, and you will see the ad of contracting company, and it's called Aura. And you can look at the links to the email address and phone number, which will send you to Facebook, and you can see the projects they've done. Where it's spring, you're probably thinking of renovations, building decks, small projects, working on homes. Um, they do quality work and are honest and charge fair prices. So, and the owner of that is Glenn Thomas, good, honest owner, very integral, and that's why I can go to bat for him. And remember, when you go there, and if you do take on anything, use the user code Andrew. Tell him Andrew sent you. All right, we're going to get to it now. Let's get to the review of last night's game. What a great game. This is what we wanted to see out of our Habs. Thank goodness they injected uh, Jack Eye into the lineup, and much needed. I mean, we were getting kicked around. You got to get every bit of pushback in the lineup that you can get, any that's integral, and it helped, because they were running rampant on the Habs without this, just belting these small defensemen around, and that's something the Habs got to look at, because you're going to need more than just Jack Eye in the future. Um, and although we do have Mayu and Rhinebacker who are fairly large, so let's hope they become good enough for that standard, and that would help our back core. But what a great game! The intensity that came out, the emotion. These teams didn't like each other, and great on Josh Anderson. I mean, the story of the year for the Habs. Um, and I mean, for when you look at the last two or three seasons before this year, and he was just no, nowhere close to what he is, what he's doing now, turning him into the player, the style he's playing now. This is the Josh Anderson you want, physical, just giving it 110% and more effective on the defensive side of the game, which is good. And also just great on the forecheck, and actually utilizing his hits and using his physicality. And when he gets his chances, he does something with them a lot of the times. So great on Josh and Brendan, who's the heartbeat. But what a game. Line one really came out. But again, we got to get more. It's good to see Dvorak. If anybody doesn't realize it and doesn't see Dvorak as the player since Four Nations that's really shown some drastic improvement, quite impressive. That third line of Dvorak, Anderson, and Galley, just love that line. The intensity, what they bring to the game. But last night was a great, great response from Montreal. Um, Overall, I think it was a wise move. If Lane's hurt, you got better foot speed out of Kapanen than you were getting out of Lane. And just loved Heineman's game, loved Evans' game, Armia. Line one was good, really saw, I mean, a goal from each of them. What more can you expect? And line two, I think it had a little more jump. Still the weakest line, but had a little more jump. I like seeing Demidov there, though. He does bring something to it. He really was much more noticeable last night, which was nice to see. in these 3 games. Much more effective. I like seeing that with him. And good to see him take over the time of Lane, and Kapanen kind of just fits in the other side. So great job by the Habs. Way to go, Habs. Go, Habs, go. This was what we wanted to see. And thank God. I mean, we know Washington is strong team, veteran, and a big team compared to our Habs, young, inexperienced, and on the smaller side, we got to get some sizing up for sure. All right, final score. Brilliant response after losing the first 2 games. They come out and win this one 6-3. Final score for Montreal. And that score doesn't tell you, it really does not shine upon. This was a closer game than it looked. Just some of the bounces went through. Both goaltenders ending up injured. That was a weird night. Um, just a really strange night. We ended up with both backups. However, Charlie Lindgren's not really a backup. He's kind of sure did most of the duties this year, truthfully. Uh, but for Dobish, he's sat in well, managed to keep things in order. But of course, we'll see what happens from here. Hopefully, the injury is not too severe for Monty. All right. So let's get to it. First period, 1-1 tie. And yeah, that's the way it starts. And we end up with 2-1 for Montreal in the second, and then 3-1 for Montreal in the third. So great response. Dobish gets the win. Thompson played a little longer, so he got the loss. Dvorak got the game-winning goal, and what a goal! I just like what Dvorak, like I said, that line to bring it up. Christian Dvorak broke the tie at 4:17 of the third period, and the Montreal Canadiens beat the Washington Capitals 6-3 on Friday night to cut their deficit into the first round of 2-1. Dvorak fired a shot from the far left side that hit Washington forward Brandon Duhaime and deflected past goalie Logan Thompson. Uri Slavkovsky made it a 2-goal game with 6:37 remaining, with the Capitals forward Dylan Strome crashing into Thompson on the play. That injured him. So Thompson put no weight on his left skate while being helped off, leaving his status Sunday night for Game 4 in Montreal in doubt. So that's that. Montreal also lost Montembeault, as we know. Carrier, what a goal. I mean, so Alexander Carrier, Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Alex Newhook scored for Montreal as well. We knew we had to turn it up, they said, to another level, said Slavkovsky. It was something crazy. I never experienced something like today. The crowd was amazing, and I hope we can bring more and more playoff games to this building. This is probably the best feeling. Montembeault stopped 11 of 13 shots. Dobish made 7 saves on 8 in relief in his debut. You guys cannot imagine how a person feels, Dobish says. I was afraid. I was excited. I was emotional. I was crying at the end. I was a mess. Alex Ovechkin, McMichael, and Jacob Chikrin scored for the Washington Capitals. Ovechkin's tying it at 3 and 2:29 of the third period. Thompson stopped 30 of 35 shots. Incredible. Charlie Lindgren made 4 saves of 5 shots. At the end of the second period, a heated fight between Tom Wilson and Montreal's Josh Anderson spilled into the bench. I don't even know why they really call that a fight. I didn't see the gloves, off, and kind of a few shots with the gloves on. They went and bear hugging more than anything, pushing. That wasn't a fight to me. So I don't know. Some of these commentators are just ridiculous. Same thing. It's sad that we get the American commentating channel. That's the only channel covering the series other than RDS if you want English. And you got to deal with an American broadcaster that's dumb enough that he can't figure out how to say Ivan. And he calls him Ivan Demidov. I mean, that's just pathetic. Wake up, man. Come on, read a name. Don't tell me you can't. Your grammar's that bad. All right, it's one thing to mush up a name, but Ivan's pretty straightforward. Totally different than Ivan. Wake up, buddy. After some pushing and shoving between Montreal defensemen Arbajaka and Wilson, with both benches emptying, Anderson got involved and fell backward into the Capitals bench, which had the door open. Wilson followed Anderson in and charged through the linesman towards Canadiens winger, while the Montreal Canadiens Washington players exchanged blows on the ice. I was on my way to walk across the ice, Capitals coach Spencer Carey said, and had to reverse my course and head back, and there were two large individuals coming through the door that I was trying to exit from. So, first star, beautiful game from line one was outstanding. Cole Caulfield, phenomenal game. One goal, one assist, +1, and did a fine job in placement on that side where Lana usually is. Because that's his spot too. And Carrier, what a shot! That's the difference of having a defenseman that can shoot a puck from the blue line, and he's been such a massive. That was our trade line deal. I totally agree. The difference between him and Barron, it's night and day. I don't know how the Preds ever made that deal, but anyway, we were blessed. A little small, but you know what? For a small guy, he puts a lot into. He plays pretty good positional hockey, and I like that he fires the puck. He knows when to jump in. He's just got the right timing. So he gets second star with one goal and just a zero, even plus minus. And Yari Slavkovsky, a better game from him. Good to see. He was more physically involved. One goal, +2. Good to see. That top line was really good, but he can still you get more physical. Even at that, he did have a good game. I still do think he's got another level. All right, 3:20, of course, in the first period, the Capitals start off the scoring, and Connor McMichael has just been a nightmare between him and Ovechkin for the Habs. So McMichael gets the first one, assisted by Matt Roy and Ramis Sandin. And 1907, Alex Carrier ties things up with his first playoff goal, assisted by Newhook and Evans. Second period, beautiful goal by Nick Suzuki. This one came fast on the power play, and he wired it. Power play goal. Nice to see they got that going. An assisted goal. And 10:47, Jacob Chikrin scores, assisted by Manu Pidaggi and Lars Eller. I thought this was a stoppable shot. I didn't like this goal on Montembeau's end of things. That one bothered me. It was too easy of a goal. He wasn't really even screened. 1951, Cole Caulfield scores. What a gorgeous goal. He just wired it. And the vision, I love this little guy, Lane Hudson, playing like for a little guy getting belted around, but he's playing his positional pretty well, and taking the beating and keeps on coming, and knowing how to utilize the size difference and his vision of spotting Cole Caulfield to the side of the net. Just a gorgeous feed through. And then third period, we get Alex Ovechkin comes out 2:39 very quickly. He's just been a nightmare as he came off the bench and just snuck into the play. Dylan Strome spotted him, and Anthony Beauvillier set up the play. And that was at 2:39. 4:17, we got a nice response with a shot from Dvorak, assisted by Savard and Armia, but a nice shot that deflected. It looked like it deflected off the defenseman. Great goal by Dvorak. He's been getting a lot, just taking shots, and it makes a big difference. Then at 13:23, what a passing play as Juraj Slavkovsky carries the puck up the ice, passes it over to Cole as they go in 2-on-1, and he gets a return feed excuse me, from Cole Caulfield, and buries it, taps it in. Beautiful good play. And like I say, so Cole gets the assist at 13:23. And then 17:35, we got Alex Newhook assisted by Gallagher Matheson on the power play. Great goal. Alex is playing had a strong night. Um, very much liked it. Another power play goal. Excuse me. All right. This was a much better performance in shot. It shows on all the stats. 40 shots to 21 for Montreal. So they almost reversed the tables. Hits 45-26. Montreal came out physical and responding to how the Capitals were burying them in the first two games. Hits 45-26. This is what the type of response you want to see. Faceoffs won 29-25 for the Habs. Power plays 0 for 2 for Washington, 2 for 5 for the Habs. They got it going. Penalty minutes 24 for Caps, 18 for the Habs. Giveaways 17-10 for the Caps. Takeaways 5-1 for the Caps. Block shots 19-11. That's a stat we usually do better in, and we got to pick up in it because Savard and Gouli usually bring those numbers up more so, and we're not getting those numbers up. We got to get our forwards involved too. So as we know, there was penalties from the scrimmage between, I call it, that's not a fight, Anderson and Wilson, but it's good to see the bad blood between them. And the sheriff wanted them first, and good to see Arbor made a difference in this game. Just responding, letting them know you're not going to run ricochet all over our team and just destroy our players. You're going to start getting punished. And great job, and a good team effort because everybody was finishing their checks. Nice to see the forward group really did well in that department. I liked Gouli's game. Um, I loved Hudson's game. Carrier and Matheson played well. Uh, Savard, I'm just a bit concerned. Um, just gets beat at a position. It's really his age is showing speed wise is really becoming a problem. He still gives you 110 though. And Arbor did well for coming back in the lineup. And that's what we needed. And from my opinion, you got to have him if you want to go up to against these bigger teams. You're going to need his size. I'm sorry to say that. It's sad that we've got defensemen that are better, but they're just all the same size and they're too small. So you got to go with the bigger guy that can bring in what no one else brings in, other than Gouli is got a pretty good hard hit back there. But other than that, you only got Jacky and Gouli that have that type of hitting, and Struble does, but he just doesn't have enough of that aggressiveness. Arbor just brings more, and we need that size. It's just the way I feel. Sorry, and good job on Dobish coming in to have to fill in for Monty. Monty played well. They both did. Dobish didn't face as much, but he did well. And he was full of emotion, as you could see. He even ended up in tears, just so emotional. Like seeing the emotion in these guys. But great game, Montreal. Go Habs, go. Let's bring that intensity Sunday. Let's even this thing up. Take it to 7. Let's show the Caps that we're young. We're gonna take this as a learning experience, and I'm so proud that they're not going to get swept. This is a good direction for them to at least have avoided that, because this easily could have been a sweep. So great on the Habs. Go Habs, go. This is the kind of team effort you want to see. And let's hope Monty's all right. And we'll go from there. And let's just hope we come out with the same intensity. No let up. You can't take the foot off the gas. You got to play picture perfect and have that commitment that they had last night. So you've seen it here at Center Heist Productions, where the puck drops first. Please hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of the game. Keep it respectable, because we're all adults here and we're all entitled to opinions on this channel. Thank you for watching. Share it with your friends and family, and please subscribe. Hit the likes. Thank you. We will catch you after Sunday's game. God bless.